Hey, it's me, Raika. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new season of The Eye of Gold. Now, this is a tower defense game where you get to build both resource and defense towers to help you generate as many resources from your own island and to help you each time you pillage another island. So let's have a look at some of the rewards. So each time you level up your island level, you'll be able to get some of these fantastic rewards for your account. So at level 1, you'll be able to get 120 purple summoning shards. Then at level 2, you'll get 200 elemental shards for your engravings. Then at level 3, 100 bait, 4, 3,000 pearl coins, 5, a couple of red emblem choice chest, 6, 200 elemental cores, and the final reward, 10 stargazing tickets. Now, these are some of the rewards that you can get from your own island and each time you pillage. Now, there are 6 available resources that you can choose from. However, you can only build 4 resources on your island. So I've chosen to build Poe coins, diamonds, dust, and labyrinth tokens on my island. However, you can pillage an additional 2 extra resources being guild coins and EXP from other islands that you may encounter. Now, these resources are generated each time and they have a certain amount per hour. So as we can see over here, this specific resource building generates 63 essence per hour. Now, if it is not pillaged for the next 8 hours, the yield will be increased by 5%. Now, each tower over here has their own specific level breakpoints, and they are at level 5 and level 10 respectively. Now, each of them will provide a certain buff for your allies or a certain debuff for any enemy trying to attack your tower. Now, at each specific tower or resource tower, you can garrison a team of 5 heroes. Now, you can mix and match your heroes. As you can see, you can have variety of allied heroes at each of these specific stations, and you can build your teams, and you can also give your specific teams as support to your friends and guildmates. So once you've built your 4 specific resource towers, as we can see, then you can fill up your island with either defense towers, such as these ones over here, tablets. Now there are various tablets, such as this one over here, which reduces morale each time opponent lands on that specific area over here. Then we have the inertia stone, which slows down the enemy. And then we also have the enmity stone. Now this essentially curses the enemy, whoever stands on the specific tower. And if they use that hero that I have chosen, so for example, I can choose a specific hero that I do not want my opponent to use, this will reduce their morale and reduce the amount they will pillage from each building. Now, in addition to this, we have also specific buff towers. Now, this might help your allies or defensive units, such as this one over here, which is an energy tower, which increases the surrounding or nearby tower's level by a specific amount. And in this case, it is 2 levels. Now, this range can be increased, as we can see at level 10. And then we have also flowers. Now, flowers are very important in this event as they allow you to pillage more resources from your opponent. So as we can see here, if you have over 10 morale, you'll receive 1.5% extra points. So this will increase the amount of resources that you pillage from your opponents. Now we also have these very unique and powerful effects. So some of them increase the amount of dice rolls. Now others over here will reduce or cap you at a specific morale level that will not go below if the enemy has a lot of defensive towers. And then we also have this one over here where you can increase your morale as well. Now we also have the Fountain of Blessing. Now this tower is critical and I would highly recommend that everyone builds this specific tower as this supercharges the amount of morale. Now what is morale? Morale is the percentage boost that each time you pillage one of your opponents, you'll be able to get a bonus on whatever pillaged amount. So in this case, I'll get 17.3%, or in this case, 173% increase bonus on the resources that I have pillaged. So, for example, if I've pillaged 100 diamonds from my opponent, This morale will take into effect, and this will give me an extra 173 diamonds in addition to those 100 diamonds that I've pillaged. Now, this is extremely powerful and is highly beneficial for your teammates. So, how do we get these buildings? We have these dice rolls. Now, every single 12 hours, you'll be given 6 additional dice rolls. Now, you simply click on the dice over here, you'll move around your specific island, and you can level up your buildings. Now, I would recommend getting your resource buildings first to level 10. Then I would recommend getting your flowers to level 10 as well. And then after that, I would also recommend getting your fountain of blessing. Now, this is this building over here, which supercharges your morale level. Now, each time your buildings get a couple of levels, you'll get EXP. Now, this will increase your island level, and you'll be able to gain more rewards as you progress higher and higher in this specific event. So once you've finished your daily rotation of dice rolls, now you can mix and match your buildings around. So let's say you're not happy with your current arrangement of buildings. You can simply click on the modify button over here in the bottom left hand corner. Click on one of the buildings, such as my fountain of blessing, and move them around to your heart's content. Now you can do this as many times as you want, and this will not consume any dice rolls. However, if you would like to, for example, reset or change your specific building to another. So let's say you built too many defense towers and you would like more flowers. You can also do that. However, this will take up a dice roll each time you do this. So let's have a look at how we do pillaging. So you simply click on pillage and you'll get a couple attempts per day. Now you can refresh. So let's say you find an opponent that is extremely difficult to fight, or they have enemies that are extremely powerful. You can always click on refresh until you find an opponent who you can easily defeat and gain their resources. Now, they brought out a brand new feature in this specific event where you can either pillage or pilfer. Now, pillage over here requires that you need to attack this specific defensive structure, and you need to defeat all of the defending enemies. So as we can see here, there are no defenders over here, so I can easily claim all the rewards. However, if I click on pilfer, then I do not need to attack the enemies. However, I'll get a reduced amount of rewards. So in this case, I will only get a reduced amount compared to if I were to pillage the amount of rewards from the specific event. There we go. Now you can use your dice rolls. Now, as we can see, this opponent over here doesn't have many defensive towers, so I could easily go multiple times round using the amount of dice rolls I have. Now, if you have more dice rolls, you can complete more rotations and you have a more likely chance on stepping on some of these fantastic resources for your account.